Hi, it's Dennis Daly. Nice to have you along on All Week Theater, where we take a classic radio episode and play it out over 5 days. Now, part 3 of the CBS program, You Are There, the Lincoln Assassination. Now we switch back inside Ford's Theater and reporter Don Hollenbeck.
Don Hollenbeck, I guess we're on the air here. I'm trying to get through this crowd to find out what's going on. I don't know what's happened.
What is it? What's happened? Tell me what's happened.
Someone has shot Mr. Lincoln.
It was Booth.
Who?
Don Booth.
One member of this frantic crowd has identified Mr. Lincoln's attacker. He says it was Booth, the actor, John Wilkes Booth. We'll try to get someone who was in or near Mr. Lincoln's box. Let me through, please. Let me through. Watch the cable, please. Watch it just a minute. Thank you very much. The whole theater's in an uproar. Everyone's standing, running up and down the aisles. Women are moaning and fainting. Miss Keene is handing water up to Mr. Lincoln's box. Watch that cable, please. Men are lifting up an army sergeant and army surgeon up on their shoulders. The stage is swarming with people. We'll get through to Mr. Lincoln's box now in just a second.
Stand back! Back!
Soldiers blocking the door with bayonets poised. That soldier's crying. Tears are streaming from his eyes. There's an officer. Lieutenant Crawford, sir. Lieutenant Crawford, what happened?
Well, I was sitting in the seat. There's the door to Mr. Lincoln's box. I saw Booth go in.
Just walk in, but where were the guards?
Well, I don't know. I heard a shot, and I saw Booth leap over the railing. His spare caught in the flag as he jumped. It ripped the flag and broke his fall, and maybe broke his leg.
Oh, are you sure it was Booth?
I swear it.
What did you do? Did you get into the president's box?
Well, I rushed it, but the door was barred. Booth had barred it when he went in from the inside, and we broke through. Major Rapp won't let the doctors through. Only the doctors. Look, have they caught Booth? Did he get away?
Just a minute, Lieutenant. The door is opening. 4 soldiers are carrying Mr. Lincoln out.
Are you the president?
Where are you taking him? Are you taking him to the White House?
No, not to the White House.
Doctors, the room where Mr. Lincoln lives.
Guards! Clear the president!
President Lincoln is being carried out of the theater now.
Healy.
I've just been informed that John Daly's out in the street again, so go ahead, Daly.
Two more soldiers have joined the 4 who are carrying the president out here into 10th Street. The street is jammed with people who have heard the news. It's a wild, awed, panic-stricken, swirling mob. The guards are having a hard time breaking through the mob, crossing the street. The long roll you hear is the alert being sounded. There's a light in a house, and the door is open. A man stands at the door with a candle, calling to the group carrying Mr. Lincoln. They're taking the president in there. The number is 453, 453 10th Street. Anybody know who lives in that house?
Peterson! It's the Peterson house!
It's the only house available. The president's White House guard is thundering into the street. Perhaps you can hear the ring of their horses' hoofs on the cobblestone. They're flashing their sabers and clearing the street. President Lincoln has been shot. President Lincoln has been shot. There's been so much excitement. Only now the full horror of what has just happened at Ford's Theater is beginning to dawn. We will stay here in front of the Peterson house and bring you immediately any reports on Mr. Lincoln's condition. But we have just been informed that something has happened elsewhere in Washington that we don't know of here on the scene, and so we return you now to our studios.
And I'll give you the bulletins as fast as they come in, Quincy, as soon as we get it back from Daly down there on the street, right?
How much time have I got, though? How long am I on?
Wait a minute. Go ahead.
You're on the air. This is Quincy Howell. John Daly has just announced that an attempt has been made on the life of Abraham Lincoln at Ford's Theater. Secretary of State Seward, has also... just a second. Here's the bulletin. Secretary of State Seward has been attacked. A man entered the Seward house on Lafayette Square in Washington tonight. He overpowered all resistance, gained entrance to the secretary's bedroom, and slashed at Mr. Seward with a knife. It's not known whether the attacker was John Wilkes Booth or an accomplice, or whether the two attacks were connected. Now, here's Ned Calmer with more bulletins.
All Washington is in a state of panic this terrible night of April 14th, 1865. There are wild rumors that the entire cabinet has been murdered, that General Grant has been assassinated, that the war is not yet over. There's no evidence as yet that these other wild rumors are true. I repeat, the other rumors are not true so far as is known. Secretary of War Stanton has arrived at the house on 10th Street where Mr. Lincoln has been taken. He's in complete charge of the situation up to now. Now again, Quincy Howell.
John Wilkes Booth has escaped. He left Ford's Theater by a rear door. leapt on a horse that was waiting for him, and dashed off into the darkness. Someone from the audience chased him, just missed him, a matter of inches. Booth left Washington by the Navy Yard Bridge, where a sentry challenged him, and he gave his real name, John Wilkes Booth.
The following is the fiend's description. Age 26, lithe and sinewy of body, having probably a broken leg, intensive speech and behavior. Height 5 feet 8, weight 160 pounds. Hair black, eyes black, heavy dark eyebrows, wears a large seal ring on little finger. When talking, moves his head forward, looks down. That is John Wilkes Booth. Rewards totaling $100,000 have been offered for his capture. Armed pursuit groups are after him already.
Booth must have had help. He just couldn't have committed this crime by himself or without lots of preparation. But who slashed Secretary Seward? Who crossed the Navy Yard Bridge a few moments after Booth? Why was it that Booth tried to see Vice President Johnson this afternoon and then left his calling card when he failed? Who cut the telegraph wires out of Washington and why? Where was the president's guard, John F. Parker? How could Booth have possibly gained entrance to the president's box without being challenged? These are some of the questions that the tragedy has raised here in this bewildered capital. How deep do the roots of this plot go? Does the trail perhaps lead right to persons highly placed up in the government?
So join me next time when we cut up yet another old-time radio show into 5 parts on All Week Theater.